Here is Karnataka, because 14 seats in Karnataka go to polls. 12 of these were with the NDA in the last elections. One was with the Congress. So BJP had 11, the Janata Dal secular had 1. So 12 of these are NDA seats, and the I.N.D.I.A Alliance had 1. And this again is very crucial because remember, Karnataka is a Congress-ruled state at this moment, and therefore they have money, they have muscle, they have the administrative machinery at play. And if in Karnataka they're able to put up a strong fight, then that potentially impacts the BJP nationally. Or if the BJP is able to turn this into a national election, then these local issues of local men, machine, muscle don't matter as much, because the poll is about Prime Minister Modi. And in that sense, Sheila Bhatt, Karnataka becomes very crucial. In Karnataka, if the election is strong Congress government versus a national BJP, that's different from a Congress government that's under attack versus a largely presidential election led by Prime Minister Modi.
Yes, Karnataka is very, very interesting development. After Rajasthan, I think we have to concentrate on Karnataka. But here, this alliance will help BJP, I think. BJP will survive little better because of this. In spite of Congress having money, muscle power, leadership, everything, I think this combination will also work. And
okay.
also,
I want to go across to...
by this time, Rahul,
Yes.
I just want to add one thing, that
Yes.
when this election started, 400 par ka avastha, then this entire perception came that with 400 par they will change constitution and that reservation will be tempered with. At that point of time, Congress and the opposition alliance, if they were really genuinely united, they could have changed this election for good for themselves. But I think somewhere they have missed something, and Modi has come back in
let's go
role
to Uttar
and setting
Pradesh,
the agenda.
because in Uttar Pradesh you've got the UP ke ladke, and Sharad Pradhan comes from there. The gap in vote share is way too much, particularly in these 8 seats. Now, in Amroha, Sid Danish Ali has come and joined them, but basically 65 versus 8 for the I.N.D.I.A Alliance on these seats in the last elections. Do you think the gap is too much? The argument Sanjay is making is that once the wind changes, votes can disappear, margins can come down, or do you think the gap is way too much for there to be a substantive change?
Well, Rahul, I fully agree with what Sanjay Jha said. When we talk about past statistics, that's history. Politics changes by the day. As you have seen, Mr. Modi's narrative he is compelled to change his narrative. Then politics between 2019 and today, there's a world of a difference. And today, and even now, as time goes, we have seen what happened in the first round in Uttar Pradesh. Out of those 8 seats, even in the previous election, 5 were with the opposition. It's a different matter that time BSP and SP were together. But in this phase, once again, it is the Congress and Samajwadi Party alliance is working pretty well. And of course, they took a lot of time to really stand united and to give the impression that they were really into it. And Congress was particularly weak. But as of now, in these in each of these 8 constituencies, it is giving BJP a run. Out of the 8 constituencies, at least in 4, the opposition is giving BJP a run for their money.
Okay, finally I want to go across to West Bengal. Jayanto Ghoshal, Darjeeling, Balurghat and Raiganj go to polls. All 3 of these are BJP-ruled seats from the 2019 elections. This is North Bengal, a typical BJP stronghold. Is it likely to stay that way, or are we seeing a more intense competition between the BJP and the Trinamool here?
Now, I think competition and the fight is more this time, because earlier it was the base of BJP, but this time the fight is very strong. But one thing I want to add, because the discussion is, main thing is discussion on Congress is there. In West Bengal also, Congress and Left and Indian Secular Front, that alliance also didn't take place this time, what it was there in 2019. But one thing, that the ground reality of anti-incumbency for the 10 years, it is a law of nature. But unfortunately, we are saying that Congress can be beneficiary in these contextual changes. But what Congress did, the main agenda of this election, usually the opposition parties, they fix up the agendas like Bofors or 2G spectrum. I saw the opposition parties, they were the determining characters who finalized the agendas. But here, Modi ji and the BJP, they set the agendas, and still we are discussing on those agendas. That is the failure of Congress also to create the opposition unity, the India's united, the so-called alliance, that if it is there, that very strongly the opposition party's presence, maybe today what we are discussing for opposition, it could have been more effective.
You know, ifs and buts are always a part of life and of elections. But this is here and this is now, and there's an Indian political league match that's being played, and naturally strategies are being adjusted as the balls whiz on the pitch.